Welcome to today's Scoop News Channel.
Thank you millions, Sandy Meeku. First of all, I am personally a huge fan of the way you speak, the way you inspire the younger generation and everybody. And being a Hyderabadi myself, chala exciting anpistundi as an NRI when we visit. I'm sure you must have heard it from everybody else.
Thank you.
On behalf of my team, I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And congratulations on this Silver Jubilee. And I heard the event was huge success. Unfortunately, I was out of town, so then attend our event. How are you feeling, Andy? You were like you've seen the whole growth from rearview mirror sometimes, and sometimes being in the rear end. How do you feel about this whole journey?
Well, firstly, thank you to the entire Telugu community and entire Indian diaspora in Dallas for making this event a big success, because but for their blessing, but for their coordination, but for their unstinted support, a political party, that to a regional party which is confined to one state, coming into the United States and holding a big meeting in an arena which accommodates nearly 6,000 to 7,000 people is not a joke. Yeah. So firstly, I thank the entire Telugu diaspora, and I was joking that Telugus don't only have two states now, probably we have a third state called Texas. So therefore I'm super upbeat with what's happening here, and also very excited to see all the things that are shaping up very well here. Going back to Telangana and what happened in the last 10 years, of course, stupendous growth, tremendous number of opportunities that have been presented, both in terms of employment, entrepreneurial, and also educational. So therefore, I am very optimistic about the future and what it holds for us. And I do believe that there are bridges to be built between the United States and India. And even when I say United States and India, I mean progressive entry points like Telangana definitely matter for entrepreneurs, for educationalists, for professionals who would want to make an impact back home in India as well. So not only the Indian diaspora, but the large Indian market offers opportunities for every entrepreneur. And Telangana is one brilliant location which certainly is very enticing and very lucrative, even in terms of return on investment. So I think the future holds a lot of promise, is what I would like to say.
Absolutely. In the meet and greet lo kuda, you were talking about how Hyderabad is the place where all these major companies have their largest office space built. So KTR garu, the T Hub and the V Hub is something which is very unique and very innovative in its approach. And you've had a beautiful success with it. And we have seen so many people there. And because I come from media, and I'm fortunate that we were able to promote this event throughout last 3 weeks heavily in Dallas. So on behalf of Radio Surabhi, I want to ask you this question. So India nunchi ela aithe chaala mandi ikkadiki vachesaro, meer mention chesaru ninna brain drain and capital drain gurinchi. So alaga vachesaro, lot of industries came, lot of businesses came. What is your take about media shifting focus here?
I think media landscape is changing probably more rapidly than anything that we've seen in any other sector. Because, I think the time for print medium, I think, is almost gone. Print will become passé. There will come a time when electronic media also will become redundant. I think it will be social media and digital media that will remain. That seems to be, because, next generation doesn't really have the patience to possibly sit through and read through a 16-page newspaper or a 12-page newspaper. I don't think that's happening. And in fact, this is a generation that seeks instant gratification.
Exactly.
So therefore, in the world of Instagrams, in the world of 5-second attention spans, it's very difficult to hold the attention of a reader or a viewer or a listener beyond a certain point.
Right.
So what I do believe is a convergence of good content being disseminated from different platforms is what is going to help. Because if you have good content, if you have good stuff, then people will certainly clue in, people will tune in. Otherwise, you will become absolutely obsolete. The one thing I would like to say, though, I think in terms of what this next generation, while it is very impatient, while it is very I think I'd say over pandered to in terms of all the options they have, it is true that they will adhere and they will certainly encourage quality products. I think so. Any content creator should focus on quality, not just quantity. I mean, doing 100 reels a day doesn't really count unless one of them is a really good one.
Yeah.
So same thing applies to radio, same thing applies to video, same thing applies to all forms of content, where content is the king and it will continue to rule the roost.
Absolutely. We want to be that bridge between the businesses and the people here. So, inko question andi, you know, the when I was listening to you yesterday, I was thinking about this. Meeru ikkada undi, ikkada chadukuni, ikkada job chesi vellaru. So you've seen the NRI life here, and then you've been there as a leader, as an executionist. What do you have to say to the younger generation today who are aspiring big? Because this generation is really highly ambitious. What do you have to say? What is one thing that you want to give a suggestion to them?
I love this one line that I've heard a long time back. You know, what's life without an impossible dream? See, life is short.
Yeah.
Before we actually, in the blink of an eye, our age disappears and we all become old, and then eventually we all die.
Yeah.
So I think unless you dream of the improbable, unless you challenge yourself, unless you push your boundaries, unless you get out of your comfort zone, there is no point in living a very mundane life. So what I would say is to the young generation, please dream big, please follow your heart. No matter what your parents say, no matter what the society says, no matter what conformity boundaries are thrust upon you, challenge status quo, ask questions, follow your heart, and just dream big. Even if you set yourself up for a failure, at least you'll not live with the regret that you haven't tried. See, having some big dreams is amazing, but unless you follow on it, then it will just remain an empty promise. So therefore I think this generation has it in them to dream big, to do the unconventional. Yesterday when you told me that your daughter went to SAPA and she's doing her course in Savannah School. Savannah School, Design School.
Wow, you remember, you're amazing, Andy.
And you said she's done her beauty and fragrance graduation.
Business of beauty and fragrance. Oh my God.
See, that's the thing that really stands out, because I've met numerous STEM graduates, but when you see somebody doing something that's truly different, it's refreshing. So I would encourage more and more youngsters to basically chart the uncharted territories, do what others have not been bold enough to do.
Yeah. Amazing. You remember ఇంత మందిని 100 మందిని కలిసారు మీరు. You still, wow. Okay. So మీ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ లో నేను చెప్పినట్టుగా జస్ట్ ఒక లీడర్ కి విజనరీ క్వాలిటీ సరిపోదండి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు బి అన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషనిస్ట్. సో విజన్ తో పాటు ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఉంటేనే ఇలాంటి లీడర్స్ ఎమర్జ్ అవుతారు. ఐ రియలీ వాంట్ టు థ్యాంక్ యూ అగైన్ ఇంత టైట్ స్కెడ్యూల్ లో గివింగ్ us this much time. We are very, very privileged and honored.
Thank you to Radio Surabhi for promoting our event. Thank you for having us. Really appreciate it.